Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by our dear sister. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. This is the translation of that message that she sent to me. The translation reads like this. My name is Memory, not a real name, and I came to South Africa from Zimbabwe, hoping for a better life. I have no papers, to be honest with you. I have no one to turn to. So I take any work that I can find. I used to stand by the robots. Then there will be people that will pick me up. Then I would go and do some piece job. Even if you get desperate, that is the last place that you want to be. And I was always scared that one day I'll end up getting picked up by a serial killer, because you won't even know if that person has good intentions with you or not. The reason as to why I say so, it was because there was this other time, I was still new in South Africa. I was picked up by this other white man when he was busy driving. So I was sitting at the back. All of a sudden, he then grabbed my leg. So he said that he wanted to sleep with a black woman, and I got so scared as we were driving to his house. And the more that he spoke, the more that I got so scared. And it seemed as if he had a very short temper. It was like, why don't you just understand that I can give you money for sleeping with you? And then when he was traveling at a high speed, that was when I opened the door and I said, I am going to get out of the vehicle. It is far much better that I die than for you to go and force me to sleep with you. And then he stopped the car by the side of the road and he cursed me and he said, go back to your country. At least I was happy that this man, he had dropped me off. So it is also a warning to other women out there, especially those that are poor and desperate, that are always looking for work by the robots. They need to be very careful, because you do not know who is going to pick you on that day. I thought that working as a maid, especially in a rich gated community, will be a blessing, but I never imagined the things that I am witnessing here. Sometimes I wonder if I made a terrible mistake to ever accept this job offer. The family that I work for, they seemed as if they are a normal Christian family at first. They are wealthy, really wealthy black South Africans. They live in a very huge house with walls so high you can't even see the outside world. They have got all the luxuries, many cars, expensive clothes, security cameras everywhere. It feels like you will be stepping into another world, far from the struggles that you can see in the locations, as if this is another country altogether. But behind everything, I have found something that I cannot forget. So they have a son whom I'll call Tsebo, not his real name. He's around 16. Mind you, I have changed his age. So he's very different. He is mentally challenged and does not speak much. He just sits there staring off into space, rocking back and forth. I remember when I first met him, I thought that maybe he was a shy boy or withdrawn, but then I noticed that his parents, they treat him harshly. They don't speak to him. They don't even acknowledge him. I don't know if you get my point. Like, you are there, but people do not recognize you as if you are not there. To them, he is as good as dead. It was like he was invisible, just a shadow in their perfect, expensive world. It did not take long before I started to notice other things, strange things every month when I am about to get paid, since I don't have a bank account. So they give me my money in an envelope. Before they give me my money, then they take this envelope in the garden close to the braai area. There is this other very big clay pot. So I thought that maybe they wanted to plant a flower in there later on. It was by chance that I got to find out that at night, just before my payday, they go and then they leave that envelope with the money. They just leave it there. Then the next morning, when they will call me, it's either they would give me the money in the morning or late at night. That is what I saw. So besides this, I have seen other things as well. Every month on the night when they are about to give me money, they go outside. No matter the weather, they always take Tsebo with them and they stay out there all night. Rain, wind, it does not matter. They choose to take blankets and to sleep on the cold veranda. They stand sometimes in the middle of the garden. Sometimes they just sit around, just having small discussions until the next morning. As for me, they will tell me to go and sleep because I have my own small cottage. One night, I was really curious. I crept to the window and I watched them from behind the curtains. I saw that the husband, he was standing over the son, holding a small knife. I thought that he was going to hurt him, and I almost screamed because I thought that maybe he wanted to kill the son, but he was just acting as if he is killing his own son, lifting the blade and pretending as if he is stabbing him. He did this so many times. After that night, I started paying close attention. I noticed that there are some things that do not even make sense from the garden, even some of the furniture. You won't even understand why some of those things are just there. But I really feel so sorry for the son because he is someone that is mentally challenged, and at the same time I feel as if he is not getting the kind of love that a child is supposed to be given, especially a special needs child. So as time has been going on, I have been hearing some conversation between the husband and wife, my bosses, and sometimes they even say that they did these rituals because they wanted money. And when they talk about this, it is because my boss lady should be fighting with her husband. It seems as if she is tired. She does not want to do this anymore. But the husband is very stubborn. I know he is the one who wants to keep the lifestyle that they have. So I then returned back to Zim and I spoke with this other prophet about it. I have since been given some holy prayers that I use so that whatever that they are doing can never affect me. I have been using these holy prayers for quite a couple of months right now. There was this other time when I heard Tsebo crying like something that he had never done before. When I went there, I saw that his parents were nowhere to be found. I spoke with him. As I was comforting him, he then said that he is tired of living. One day he is going to jump off from the balcony. Those words, they shocked me. The parents were not there. I don't even know where they went to and how did they get out of the gated community. They left their cars. They left everything. They just disappeared. I could not call them because their phones, they had left even their phones. So they just disappeared. For 2 good weeks, I was with their kids. I didn't even know what to do. It's just that they are rich. About money, we had more than money, so much that we could even survive for a year or more than a year without the parents being there. But Brother Nashi, what Tsebo said on that day when I was comforting him, it truly troubled me. To this very day, I am so scared of him. And I make sure that the sliding door that leads to the balcony is always locked at all the times because I do not want any problems. Just imagine if the police were to come without me having any papers. What if they will say that it is I who pushed their son from the balcony? I will rot in prison and there won't be anyone that will be fighting for me or to prove me innocent. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by our dear sister. That was the translation of the message that she sent to me. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.